Alright, what's up guys? Hopefully you're following our YouTube channel by now. Hopefully you're following us on Facebook, Instagram, all that good stuff. Part of our Snapchat group. We started this YouTube series to kind of stay connected with you guys throughout all the stuff that's going on in the world, the coronavirus, everybody being in quarantine. Hope everybody's having a good time. You know, it's been kind of boring here, playing video games, hanging out with Bentley, and that's pretty much all we do. Currently sitting in my truck, parked, of course, in the driveway because I wanted to be outside, but also didn't want the neighbors staring at me while I was doing this stuff. And if you guys probably know, I'm a pop collector, the Funko Pop, the little figures. I've got a lot of them. So I just got the random idea to kind of do, I wouldn't say messages, but to do little videos based on some of the pop figures and the characters, kind of their stories. So today, of course, y'all know me, the first guy making an appearance is none other than Peter Parker, Spider-Man himself. This is actually one of my favorite pops, just because it's Spider-Man. It's from the PS4 game, Unmasked. Not sure if this mask will fit on this head, but you get the point. So Spider-Man is here with us today, and I got the one from the PS4 Spider-Man game. I'm a gamer as well, y'all know that. To just kind of talk about him, because the gist of the game is, you know, he's Spider-Man, he's the hero, he never leaves anybody behind, always does what's right. And that's kind of like, I guess, how I want to live. I want to do what's right no matter what I have to do. I want to make sure it's right. Never, you know, just ditch anyone, leave anyone behind. And in the game, kind of, the main bad guys they release this poison over the city, and it kind of infects everyone and makes everyone sick and eventually kills people. So not exactly like the coronavirus, but pretty much exactly like the coronavirus now. You know, everybody gets scared, they buy all the toilet paper, everybody goes into quarantine and mask, staying away from people, everyone's sick, everyone's scared, everyone's paranoid, and you've got Spider-Man here just going around through the city still, helping people, making sure people have what they need. You know, goes into homeless shelters in this game and hangs out with people as Peter Parker, not Spider-Man, but hangs out with them and checks on them, comforts them, and makes sure they have everything they need. And I feel like with all the stuff that's going on now, of course, nobody wants to be outside right now, even though it's finally spring and it's not pouring rain, of course, but everybody wants to kind of just fend for themselves and do their own thing right now. And the hashtag for the game, the advertisement thing, you know, kind of their marketing was be greater. And that's kind of what Spider-Man is just always aspiring to be greater. And I feel like as Christians, as people who claim to follow Jesus, that's really our goal right now. We need to be greater than this virus, greater than everything that's going on, all the hysteria, all the, you know, the things that we need to be worried about as well. But just with everything going on, I feel like we need to be greater. We need to be better than what we have been and better than what we've been trying to be. We need to be greater than that still. And I have a scripture I wanted to read for this. It's Job chapter 8 verse 7. I'm reading out in the NIV. I kind of like how the New King James says it better, but I'm going to read out of the NIV. It says, "Your beginnings will seem humble, so prosperous will your future be." So, kind of greatness from small beginnings. So even though we may start off small, we may start off worried, we may start off scared, and just seem like everything's out of control right now, but the end will be better than what we are now. It will be greater, and if we will be greater, our end and where we're going will be greater, and we won't have anything to worry about. You know, it says God didn't give us the spirit of fear, and I really believe that. And I know, like, that's a scripture that I've been saying to myself for years and years, because I have terrible nightmares still to this day. I've always had nightmares, but I would always wake up in the middle of the night saying, you know, God didn't give me the spirit of fear. I have nothing to worry about. And I feel like, you know, there's so many people holding on to that right now. But I feel like if we could just do our part, help people out, help each other out, you know, check on your friends, your family, you know, call your grandparents, call your parents, you know, go in the living room and talk to them. You're quarantined. I mean, probably don't have a choice right now, but call the people that you know that you don't hear from too much either, and just check on them, like, hey, I want to see how you were doing today, and all the crazy stuff. You know, do you have toilet paper? Do you need anything? Just be greater in every way possible that you can, and, you know, go into this thing, open this up. Yeah, I know you have nothing better to do right now, so open up the scripture, read it, learn from it, be open to it, and just see where God has you to go today. And he may not have you go anywhere, and that's not necessarily saying that as in like you physically go somewhere, but just be open-minded, and just seek what God has in store for you guys. And remember today just to be greater. And that's going to be all from me today. So wash your hands, stay clean, don't cough on people, cover your mouth, wash your hands again, and that'll be all from me.